It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike, ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now Mayfield on fourth down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that'll bring up second down. They run. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from the 20. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready? You ready? Check 53. Here we go, D.
Now Breeze on third down. Looking here for... He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
53 inside.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Hey, Charlie. March 47. March 47.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Let's go. Interception. Okay, baby. Let's get this.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brees going to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
95-56, 95-56.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves.
Give credit all